Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I'm using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart for our reading today. We're on this new moon, this black moon. It's the second new moon in the month, so it's very potent, very rare. So a powerful time of manifesting. The planets that are aligned, we have Saturn, the father planet, the karmic planet, the teacher, Jupiter, Venus. We have the Jupiter, Venus, Neptune conjunction still. Then we have Mars and then Pluto. And then this partial lunar, partial solar eclipse. So everything's coming into alignment. The Earth is close to the star constellations of Orion, Pleiades, of Sirius. And if we look up in the UK, we have the plough right above our heads, the Great Bear, and we're receiving star codes from the star constellations. So we are receiving these beautiful upgrades at this time, and we won't really know what upgrades we've received until maybe a few weeks, when things start to happen in our lives and we don't react the same. We actually take a step back and see through the illusion of the challenge that's presented itself to us. We feel differently about it. We don't participate in any conflict. So we know we've received that download, and these downloads, as we've taken in more light and more light, that's how we start to move through our lives. So we are moving away from old habits and flooding our bodies with light, with divine intelligence from these beautiful planets, and the conjunction of Neptune, Venus and Jupiter, the expansion of love. And Venus is in the star constellation of Pisces, which is spiritual. Jupiter is the planet of luck, of good fortune, of opportunities, of expansion. And Neptune is global love. All these planets are conspiring now to flood us, to flood every living being on the planet, every blade of grass, flood us with light, bringing in that spiritual growth, that sacredness. So we are in this portal, this planetary movement, these line up. It's been 1,000 years since it occurred, and maybe another 1,000 years till it happens again. So we've chosen to be here at this time, to be able to take in this divine source energy and allow it to activate within us and enrich our lives and help us to evolve and help Mother Earth to evolve. And as we are moving through this time of expansion, we are being asked to stay in peace, stay in the center, in the stillness within. That is fertile ground to plant our seeds of manifestation. And as we use planting these seeds in the stillness, in that stillness, there is unlimited possibilities, unlimited potential waiting to be manifest. And as we move through up to the lunar eclipse in May, moving through, really nurturing our manifestations, our thoughts, our feelings, we start to create and move through this portal. And the veil is very thin during this time. We have Beltane tomorrow. So the veil is very thin. The divine masculine, divine feminine come together. The maiden and the Lord come together in alignment, in love, in fertility. So lots of romance during this time, expansion of romance. So a time to really enjoy life and celebrate life. The new moon that is in Taurus. Taurus is all around our home, our finances, loves everything beautiful, very fixed, very grounded. So we're being asked to be aware of going into any overwhelmment, into old habits of looking around at things that we're not happy with, because that will block this beautiful upgrade that is entering, and we'll still stay in those old patterns. So if we find ourselves just veering off and going into those old thoughts, we have 70,000-80,000 thoughts a day, and sometimes those thoughts are just floating around in our heads, and we have the same old thoughts that become our beliefs, and there is nothing to say that they are true. So as we are moving away now from those thoughts, those habits, and as we catch ourselves in that very moment and take a nice deep breath, really center ourselves and be open to receiving this beautiful energy during this time, and tomorrow the celebration of life, a time of joy and a time of fertility, a time of coming together and dancing and lifting our spirits. So I'm setting the intention now for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video. There we have 1, embrace, 2, 11, detach, 3, coming together, wonderful, 21 is the world in the traditional tarot card deck. The world is receiving all this beautiful energy, and so are we, and it is to be open to receive it. There is a male here, open hands, open heart, receiving this downpouring of light. It's going in right into the roots of Mother Earth. So we are all receiving it. Our ancestors are receiving it. We are receiving healing from our past lives, of karma during past lives in this lifetime, as we are choosing now joy and not getting entangled in the old habits of overwhelmment and frustration and conflict. As we're moving away from there, we are transmuting our karma, as we are forgiving ourselves for not knowing any better in our past, and forgiving others. We are transmuting karma. So we are now starting to lift in vibration, not just ourselves but Mother Earth. And this is a card of completion. We're coming through this portal of completion. It's almost like we're pushing through a membrane into another timeline, into a higher dimensional timeline, and this is a completion now. So all the work that we've done within, we're going to start to see it in our world. And this is the world, this is completion. But as there's a completion, there's always new opportunities coming in. But the new opportunities come in because we have the wisdom and we have the spiritual growth, that we can step into new opportunities with confidence. And this is our authentic self, our spiritual gifts now coming up and blossoming. Then we have 11, and this is justice in the traditional tarot card deck. And this is detaching, and this is what we've just been saying, detaching from the old. She's holding a dove. She's moving through a doorway, and behind her there is snow and barrenness. She's moving into the light, and she's choosing peace. And this is a card of karma. Whatever we give out comes back, whether it's a thought, whether it is an expression, we're acting, everything we are, whatever we are emitting into our energy field and into our reality comes back at us. So we're being asked now to really stay in alignment during this time, during the time of passing through this veil, this portal, focusing on peace. Peace will guide us. There is no conflict in peace. There is no anger in peace. It's an antidote for all the old ways of the ego. It just choosing peace and walking in now. She is surrounded by blue, which is spirit, and she has golden above her head. So she's listening to her divine guidance and moving forward from the past. And then we have the Two of Cups in the traditional tarot card, and this is coming together. This is two souls coming together. It could be our inner child and our acknowledging our inner child. It could be a relationship, romance, because romance is very powerful at the moment. Romance is definitely in the air. A new relationship, or a relationship going to a deeper level. But this is love. This is it's the Two of Cups. It's like very similar to the Lover's card, but a minor arcana. So coming together now, this is love. As we let go of the past, merge in to the divine feminine and masculine, and hold there. They have a pearl in their hand of wisdom. And then the card underneath is the Three of... This is the Empress. The Empress in the traditional tarot card deck. So she is there. She is lifting her palms up to the light and grounding it into the earth. Bringing in this light, these upgrades, and holding the earth. Sitting outside, meditating. This is a card of fertility. This is a card of growth. This is the Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, of divine abundance. So things now, what a beautiful time to really celebrate life, open up to everything that's good in life, and anchor it into the earth. The Empress is the mother of the tarot card deck. So fertility, pregnancy, childbirth, everything that is fertile and growing. So our seeds of manifestation are starting to come through the surface now, and the planets are all conspiring to guide us and create divine abundance and love in our lives. So stay focused. We're moving now, we're accelerating on our paths. So we have 21, 24, 34, 35, 36, 37. 7, the 10. So there we have 10, which is new beginnings, and as it goes to 1, it's the Magician in the tarot card deck, creating our magic now. I'll just pull one from the Anastartes pack as well for some extra guidance there. We have one that's just come out straight away, and it is clear and activate. So we're being asked to create a sacred space within, and to accept these sacred downloads, these Christed downloads, creating that temple within by the way we think, by what we place in our bodies, by how we are acting. So we're being asked now to open and create a clear and activate a sacred space ready for the downpouring of light, for these upgrades that are occurring during this time. So anchor in nature and take time to meditate during this time, making sure we're not going into old habits, staying focused, keeping a constant, being mindful of what we are actually thinking about, activating that sacred space within for these activations to occur. And there are hidden realms all around us of spirit guides and angels and our ancestors that are all helping us, and we're being asked to call on them for support as they are there ready to assist us. So I'm sending so much love. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, enjoying and celebrating all the hard work that we've done and the rewards that are now starting to come into our lives. So thank you so much for listening. God bless. Thank you.